Is it meaningful consent pag pumayag ang isang di umanong victim dahil sa paniniwalang sakripisyo niya ito sa anak ng Diyos? Pangalawa, sa ating labor laws. Paano tignan ng ating labor code ang labor activities na di umano ay voluntary pero may parusa pag hindi sumunod? Pag ba religious volunteers ay hindi nasakop ng mga batas natin tungkol sa occupational safety and labor standards? Pangatlo ay ang trafficking sa ilalim ng anti-trafficking law. Sa ngayon, ang mga acts of forced begging and servitude ay sakop ng Expanded Human Trafficking Act. But is religious freedom a complete defense against charges of trafficking in persons? Pang-apat ay ang tanong, do we need a separate law against religious violence o yung mga iba't ibang uri ng karahasan sa konteksto ng isang simbahan, KOJC man ito, o Socorro Bayanihan Services, halimbawa? May mga dalubhasa na ito ang panukala. Halimbawa, si Dr. Dahil Cornelio, who our committee sought to invite. Pero habang sinisiyasat ng komite ang mga tanong na ito, sa ilalim ng kanyang lehitimong mandato, patuloy ang paulit-ulit na ilehitimong pagkilos ng isang panig. Ganito po ang galawan nila sa ating mga witness. Magva-vlog po ng 100,000 ang natanggap ng ating mga witness.
Sources ninyo na lifetime ang support sa inyo, tama ba? Lifetime daw ang suporta sa inyo. Kaya kumagat kayo sa bait na mag-testify. Meron ng isa dito nagsabi.
Pero sila po pala.
Inoferan daw siya ng 40,000 kada lie against pastor.
Di ba?
Buti na lang yung kapatid natin yun na hindi naman kumagat. Pero
40,000 kada lie,
sa Senate, kinagat nyo yan, di ba? May iba sa inyo, 50,000. May narinig pa kami galing sa aming mga pupot lang ahas na may nabayaran daw na 500,000 sa inyo.
Dapat kasuhan ito. Libel to, libel. Cyber libel.
Nawawala na si alias Jackson. Nasaan kaya? Nasaan kaya?
Parang sarap na sarap si Quiboloy dito.
Ayun na nga ba ang sinasabi?
Parang nakikita mo. Wala pa ako nakikita na pangit na
Pero sila pala po,
na defender ni Quiboloy.
Nanunuhol.
Ito, pinopost ni Senator Ontiveros yung mga banat sa
So
kanya.
nakasulat po dyan, mag-recant ka na lang, pasayloan na lang si pastor o ang ministry. Tagaan ka ni pastor o kwarta pila imo gusto. Kondo o travel abroad.
Wow.
Bawi a imo gin panulti sa Senate para pakaulawan anang antivirus na. And by the way, safe and sound po at hindi nawawala si Elias Jackson. So, suhol,
pahiya.
at pangaras po ang minemerienda ng ating mga matatapang na witness sa pang-araw-araw. Sa totoo lang po, pwede naman po silang bumaliktad dahil di ko naman matapatan ang inaalok sa kanila para mag-recant. Pero naninindigan sila. Ngayon po, na hearing, 2 pong matatapang na witness ang haharap ngayon sa inyo. Pero bago po yan, baka ang aking mga colleague ay may opening statement? Wala po. Then may I ask the committee secretary to recognize the resource persons and administer the oath sa mga hindi pa po nakapanumpa.
Simple Life, thank you for joining us. Okay naman siguro sound natin, no?
I would like to acknowledge the presence of the following resource person.
Relax lang kayo dyan. Kuha muna ako ng coffee. Coffee muna tayo.
Netura Kalugay. Then from the Department of Social Welfare and Development, we have Attorney Megan Kiris Manahan. From the Department of Labor and Employment, we have Attorney Ramil Santiago, Attorney Jem Galot. Then from the Department of Foreign Affairs, we have Mr. Archimedes Villar, Miss Maylene Acosta, Miss Bernadette Mendoza. Then from Bureau of Immigration, we have Attorney Romaine Pascual. From the National Telecommunication Commission, we have Attorney Regina Aniel Cruz Velasco. Then we have Attorney Kathleen J.Lo Egipto. From the Council for the Welfare of Children, we have Yusek Angelo Tapales. Then from the Commission on Human Rights, we have Mr. Ronnie Rosero. From the Securities and Exchange Commission, we have Attorney Pamela Lorraine Ramos and Attorney Andrew Montesa. From the Social Security System, we have Attorney Joseph Isunia. Then, representing Pastor Apollo Quiboloy, we have Attorney Elvis Balayan. Then we have with us online the witnesses, Ms. Elias Maya and Elias Joseph. Then from the DOJ, we have Senior State Counsel Mary Grace Quintana. So, Madam Chair, may I request all those who have not taken their oath during our last 2 hearings to please stand up, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, please state your name, do solemnly swear that I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to this committee. Thank you. You may now take your seat.
Thank you very much, dear resource person. Salamat, Comsec. Comsec, I heard acknowledge a representative, an attorney, but can you please state for the record the status of the subpoena served on Apollo Quiboloy?
Yun, ang nangyari sa subpoena, binaliwala.
Madam Chair, the committee sent a subpoena to Pastor Quiboloy, and he replied with this the motion, most respectful and urgent request to set aside, recall the subpoena issued to Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. It was given
Binaliwala
to me by
niya
the
yung
representative,
subpoena.
Attorney Balayan.
Thank you, Comsec. So, friends, nagpadala nga po sa aking tanggapan ng sulat galing sa abogado ni Mr. Quiboloy stating, and I quote a short portion, compelling Pastor Quiboloy to appear before a committee that already pronounced him guilty would be violative of his constitutional right against self-incrimination and to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty, close quote. If we allow witnesses of the Senate to simply claim
Yan,
that
maglalabas sa
appearing
arrest
before a
warrant.
committee would violate his or her constitutional right to be presumed innocent and his or her right against self-incrimination, wala na pong kapangyarihan ang ating Senado maglunsad ng mga investigasyon.
Tama.
Madaling-madali na lang umiwas sa mga hearing ng Blue Ribbon, sa mga
Tama.
tiwaling opisyal, sa mga investigasyon ng Public Order Committee, sa mga sangkot sa mga krimen.
Tama.
Hindi po umubra ang ganitong mga excuse. Pursuant to Section 18 of the Rules of the Senate, as chair of the committee, and with the concurrence of one member here with me, I cite in contempt Apollo Carayon Quiboloy
Yan.
for his refusal to be sworn or to testify before this investigation. This committee requests the Senate President to order his arrest so that he
Yan,
may be
arrest
brought
warrant.
to testify.
Ayan na. Ayan na, masaya na yan. Yan na. Ito
So,
na, this is it.
Ngayon po,
Yan na ang headline.
ay pakinggan na po natin
May arrest
ang
warrant
dalawa
na.
nating mga
Si
witnesses.
Pacquiao.
Sila po ay magte-testify virtually. Hindi po sila magtatakip ng mukha.
Yan.
I wish to also put on record that both our witnesses have presented themselves before the Philippine embassies in their respective countries of residence.
Yan.
We
Very
are
good.
playing videos only to ensure that possible unstable internet connection would not disrupt our appreciation of the testimony.
Tama.
However, they are here online to authenticate the videos.
Okay.
Unahin po natin si Ms. Reynita Fernandez. Kanya pong tunay na pangalan.
Yan,
Siya po
tunay
ay
na
nasa
pangalan na,
Singapore
hindi
ngayon,
na
at
hindi na
ilalahad
covered.
po niya ang naging karanasan niya sa kingdom at ang mga naranasan niyang paghihirap bilang tagapagsunod ni Quiboloy. So, ito na po yung video nila.
Reynita.
Ano po kayo napunta
Hindi na nakakubli yung mukha. Pangit ang video ah.
I decided to work here kasi nga yung galing ako sa level on, life is not so good. So, right after, nalalaman nila nandito ko, they never stopped, like, fellowshipping me para bumalik sa kanila. And then, right after, nag-decision ako because I thought, my brother kasi and sisters, is still full-time workers sa loob, who kept on telling me na yung buhay mo is magiging kasi nga, sa labas ka, you turn your back, you turn your commitment, gano'n. So, parang na-convince na nila ako na bumalik. So, 2016, bumalik ako. Right after, nag-decision ako na bumalik ako, they asked me to pay first like $500 Singapore dollars, and then so $500 Singapore dollars, it was like, you're like 1 month salary when you count that time. Decided na talaga, okay, I commit again to be involved in the ministry. They again asked me like $2,000 Singapore dollars.
Pera ha?
So I did it. And
Istorya niya yung pangingikil sa kanya.
Leader for some kind of like work.
Trabaho niyo dyan? What do you do, ma'am?
Domestic worker. I had to get in like my earning $200 Singapore dollars. On top of that, apart from giving your 10% of your income.
May 10% na, may contribution pa.
And when you become really committed, when they say that you are very committed in giving, they will make it like, you turn it around. Like, your time is going to be 90%, not just 10%.
90%
Because
na.
they said,
Wala nang matira sa'yo.
and then the offering is the land that you have to sow. So the more tithes you will give, the more blessings you will get. So because of that, I lost my house because hindi na ako makabayad na akong bahay.
Nawala ng bahay dahil kay Quiboloy. Hindi na nakabayad.
Because I've never been stopped with the keeping.
Yung bahay niyo po na nawala, sa Pilipinas po yun.
The Pilipinas, kasi hindi ko makabayad ang mortgage ko. They're too much. But actually, I know everything that because of Singapore, that they're running illegally here because of Singapore.
Can you tell us a bit more about that? Yung
Yan, maid,
niyo,
pero
illegal
grabe.
businesses.
Siyempre, alam naman natin ang trabaho niyan, pero hinuhututan pa rin ni Quiboloy.
You can only work based on your...
Dali, fix ko muna yung kwan ko dito, lights.
You're not supposed to be working beyond that. Otherwise, it's illegal. So, I found out that nagpadala siya dito ng mga full-time workers. But then, it's not in a legal way. But to make it legal, ang ginagawa nila is nagbabayad sila ng tao na taga rito sa Singapore to stand for them as an employer. So, in that way, every worker, they can go house to house every day, like from morning until night time, so that mas maraming pera yung maliligo nila. So, it's illegal kasi
Nakahanap yung fake na employer. Saan po nila yan nakukuha?
Grabe, illegal employment pa ginagawa.
actually they're very good at that. There are some people that will allow that, right? Because of money. So they're just allowed it to take them on. There's just time for like an employer. For example, they go to work like three places in a day. They can earn money like for one person just like more than $200 in a day. And how many
$200?
birthdays that she has? Many. Every single day. And on top of that, they're living in one apartment here. We also use the name of one of the old folks here. Kasi pag nalaman ng mga tao na, oh, you're doing this for the old people. So they will give more money. But which in fact, actually, we only really tithe it and everything. With the rest of the money, almost without proceeding to Quiboloy. And I know that because he also used me one time because in Singapore, no one is allowed to send a bulk of money in one single day. But one day they also asked me to send like, more than 100,000.
100,000 na pesos or Singapore
Yan pesos, pesos. Kasi nakalagay sa
100,000?
2,000 if request siya ng work pag-send ka na out of the country, ganyan. So, ganyan yung ginagawa nila illegally. They're joining
Sa kanya pinapadala yung mga pera.
society just to make it like, for them to be legal to operate. Kasi, nare-rate sila.
Sindikato talaga.
They can still make a way. Kasi pag na sila ng ibang kalapan. But then, one of the administrator, I believe, she stands as an employer, stated on that apartment that she lives there. And then she hired a couple as her domestic helper, one of the full-time worker. That's how clever they are. I can't believe it na makaka-operate sila ng ganun. Which is Singapore is very, very strict. Ganun yung,
At least ngayon, exposed na yung sindikato nila sa Singapore.
Doon nila ginagawa yung mga fundraising.
Malalaman nyo ng Singapore Embassy, lagot sila.
Yung mga paninda nila. Kahit kahit halos hindi sila matutulog.
Halos hindi natutulog.
Yung mga worker, sa umaga, magtatrabaho sa bahay-bahay. Sa gabi, magtitinda sila. They're going on pubs, every pubs.
Grabe.
Para magtinda din.
House to
And
house.
all of those money goes to Quiboloy.
Yung sinasabi niyo po, yung mga domestic workers, pati yung sweldo nila, binibigay pa nila kay Sir Kingdom. Pero paano po yung pag-remit nila ng pera
Nawala.
sa mga pamilya?
Okay.
Binibigay pa nila kay Sir Kingdom. Pero paano po yung pag-remit nila ng pera sa mga pamilya nila sa Pilipinas?
Sinasabi nila, huwag sasagutin yung mga pamilya na nanghihingi na tumatawag because the real family is the kingdom only.
Wow.
That's the fact. That's it. I mean,
Hindi na nagpapadala sa pamilya, sa kingdom na lang.
may iba dito, wala din na nila sinasagot yung mga tao ng family kasi wala na silang pera. They only give it all. They don't even own their time. They don't even own themselves.
They don't own their time. Oh, welcome pala ha. Sorry, dumiretso na tayo sa hearing. Hindi ko pa kayo na welcome lahat. So ito na naman coverage natin sa hearing today kay Quiboloy.
I am making a ruling of contempt, not moving. So,
Making a ruling of contempt.
for the record. So,
At
Renita, naririnig niyo po ako?
yung mga bago lang, nagpa-issue na ng warrant of
Maraming
arrest.
salamat po.
Sana hindi ipitin na naman ni
testimony
President
niyo,
Subiri,
ang video
Senate
kanina.
President.
For the record po, do you confirm that that video was of you, na binigay niyo iyan ng kusang loob at pinatototohanan niyo yung lahat ng sinabi niyo sa video na iyan?
Opo, with all my heart po.
Thank you so much, Ms. Renita. Ngayon, sabi niyo nung bumalik po kayo sa KOJC, hiningan nila kayo ng 500 Singapore dollars.
Yes.
Pagkatapos nun, hininga naman kayo ng 2,000 Singapore
Wow.
dollars. At sabi niyo rin po, kayo ay domestic worker.
Yes.
Magkano po yung sweldo niyo bilang domestic worker?
Well, this time I'm getting like 1,300 Singapore dollars. But around that time, nung nag-enroll pa ako sa kanila, I was just earning like 900 Singapore dollars. So
900 Singapore
So,
dollars.
the first
monthly.
time, opo.
Yeah, so monthly, yun po yung, hindi po yung buo kasi kailangan nyo po yung tatanggalan ng 10% of your income and plus the offering. But just like I said, ini-encourage po kami na if you are really faithful and you wanted more blessings, you can actually make your tithes instead of 10%, you can make it 90%.
90%.
It's a lot. And on
Grabe.
Yes.
top of that,
Lahat
yun
na.
po yung very hard sa amin kasi parang wala na pong matitira kasi all
Correct.
year round, marami po talaga silang hinihingi. And then, some of us, yung kinukuha na nila yung the whole year of salary.
Hay,
Kasi meron po silang tinatawag
whole
na
year.
full pledge and full-time worker. Ang full pledge po, kasi nangyayari po yan sa abroad, kasi may mga amo po kami. So, ang mangyayari, nagtatrabaho po sila sa mga employer, but then they don't own their salary. Kasi kinukuha na po yan ng
Diretso sa
mga
employer.
taga-kingdom. And
Wow.
then, bibigyan lang po sila ng allowance as like $100, which you can sustain your own personal toiletries and,
Grabe.
so that's why wala na po silang money to send to their family.
Right.
Kasi actually po, yun po yung pinaparamdam sa amin all this time na ang real family po is the kingdom, not your biological family.
Sabi nyo nga, you mentioned yung amo nyo, yung mga employer. Mamaya tanungin ko rin kayo tungkol sa, binanggit nyo rin sa video na fake employer. And also,
Yes,
Oo,
po.
pwede yan
yung tungkol sa
imbestigahan
allowance na 100
ng
Singapore
Senado,
dollars lang.
ng
Pero
Philippine
di pa lang
government.
sa hiningi sa inyo nung una na 500 Singapore dollars and then next 2,000 Singapore dollars. So, yung pong mga perang yan ay galing sa sweldo nyo.
Yes po. Kasi po, kumbaga, it's kind of like they say, you want to prove that you really want to become a faithful again into
That
the
you're really
ministry.
stupid.
So, right after
Gagawin mo yan.
ako, kasi I was encouraged by Michelle Rossetti, which namatay na po siya. Siya yung naging sa akin dito dati. Siya yung sa akin ng to give the $500, but it was out of my love po talaga, madam. And then po, yun pong 2,000 Singapore dollars, nangyari po kasi yun in the time of month of blessings. Yun pong nagkakaroling, nagsusolicit. A month of blessing is the time of from September all the way to March.
Wow.
And everything we do, like
September to March, Christmas every day kay Quiboloy.
Mag-solicit, pagpinda, everything that earns money. Kahit magbalib-balin tong kapag may money ka,
Ay.
i-revenue sa kanila. And individually, we are given a certain quota. Just for example, they assign me as a leader. My quota is from September to March. I was given like 12,000 Singapore dollars and where I can get that money.
12,000.
So, ang mangyayari po, meron ka pong obligasyon na buuin yun. Kasi you only earn less than $1,000 in a month.
Right.
And you're taking out already your tax and offering. And ano pa yung matitira? You
Correct.
sacrifice everything. Actually, po yung
Everything.
service namin sinasabi na magsisimba ng Sunday. It's not really focused on learning the Word of God because we're out there soliciting, making money, tinda, whatsoever na nagpo-produce po ng pera. We're not actually learning a lot kasi sinisend out po kami sa labas.
Sa labas naman.
Yun yung
At naalala ko po dun sa sinabi nyo about the month of blessings, yung sinabi nung isa sa mga unang witnesses natin, si Elias Rene po yata, na tuwing Burr months, talagang inoobliga din sila dito sa Pilipinas.
12,000 is
to
about
be able to collect
672,000
1.5 million pesos
in pesos.
in all those months. And
millions.
million naman po sa kanila.
More
in
than
pesos
half a
kasi.
million. Wow.
So sa inyo naman po,
Kada tao. Grabe.
thousands, no?
Diba?
12,000 Singapore dollars. And talagang hindi ko po tinatawaran yung love out of which you did this, pero just in number terms, yung unang hininging 500 Singapore dollars was more than half of your $900 in a month. And yung sunod na 2,000 Singapore dollars was more than 2 months worth of your salary. And tama po ba yung intindi ko, Ms. Renita, na tuloy nawalan kayo ng bahay dahil hindi nyo na mabayaran yung mortgage dahil halos lahat ng sweldo nyo, except maybe for yung allowance na 100 Singapore dollars, ibinibigay nyo sa KOJC. Hindi ba sila pumapayag? Kunyari kung makiusap kayo na at least mabayaran nyo na muna yung bahay nyo?
Never po. Never po.
Walang patawad.
Parang sabihin po nila na
Walang
you
patawad.
need to practice your faith. And you need to reproduce something out of nothing.
Nothing. Grabe.
Kasi yan po yung tinatawag nila po, ma'am, na wisdom from the Father. If you can produce a lot of money, because they said, if you are in the kingdom, you need to have a thicker face to produce money. Otherwise, you're not a
Pera lang
faithful
talaga.
daughter or son of the Father. Yan po yun. Kaya lahat po ginagawa namin kahit anong mangyari, magkabaon ka sa utang, para lang ma-cope up mo yung nila-required na nilalagay sa shoulder mo na tawagin to quota po, which is in the beginning, actually, to be honest, I was not shaken with the giving. Kasi parang sa kaluma-lumaan po na member po ako from my nanay, very believe po kami kay pastor. And kahit pobre, talagang naniniwala kami sa kanya. But then later on, you're giving your own wisdom and knowledge what's really going on. And as I grow older, syempre po, parang I have questions. Parang sabi ko, is still Father's will? I think not anymore.
Pera na. Pera's will na. Pera's will.
Started a question in
Money
my
will.
mind na parang hindi na tama. Hindi na tama yung ginagawa nila. Because when I was asking for back off of my giving, kasi I had some kind of medical, I have to pay attention. Hindi ko sila pumapayag.
Nagkasakit na, pinabayaan pa.
You have to have your faith and you find a way. Otherwise, yung quota mo, hindi magbabago po yun. Hindi magbabago. Talagang ganun po.
Naalala ko po tuloy, Ms. Renita, yung isang sinabi naman ng isa pang witness natin na based naman ngayon sa US, si Ms. Arlene,
tama.
na nung din nagkasakit yung nanay niya, ay hindi talaga siya napayagan na
correct,
mas maglaan ng resources at pag-aalaga sa kanya. So naging malaking issue talaga sa kanya iyon. And nakakagulat.
Walang personalan, pera-pera lang.
If you have faith, if you will produce your quota, you need to have a thick face. Pero sa mga ikinikwento po ninyo, napapaisip ako, sino kaya ang makapalang mukha? Parang hindi po kayo. At sabi nyo rin po kanina na bukod sa inyo, madaming OFWs ang hindi na makapag-remit sa kanilang mga pamilya. Is this a common occurrence? At ito po ba ay dahil ibig sabihin hindi na nakakasustento sa mga pamilya nila dahil kinukuha ni Quiboloy?
Yes,
ano yung
po.
nagiging epekto nito sa kanilang mga pamilya?
Well, para pong yung we have a distance for our own biological family kasi kung wala na po kaming maibibigay and then yung family, for example, is not really a member of the kingdom, it's hard to explain yourself. Tapos magkakaroon po ng boundaries yung relationships. So ang mangyayari, parang
pabayaan mo pamilya mo.
You don't get connected with your own family kasi ayaw mo na magbigay kasi wala ka na nga pambigay. Yung sarili mo nga, hindi mo maalagaan yung medical mo nga, hindi mo maalagaan kasi wala na po kayong matitira
kasi yung pamilya mo sasabihin, tanga ka.
Hindi, they would just say
tama si Mel, tanga.
By faith. Kasi the more, actually po, ganito po yun.
Ms. Renita, bago kayo magpatuloy, gusto ko lang pong i-acknowledge yung presensya ni Senador Robin Padilla.
Andyan na naman! Si Defender!
Mabuhay po, maganda.
Andyan na naman si Spy.
You were about to give an example.
Si Defender.
Hindi na makarimit.
Baka makipagdebate yan sa mga witnesses.
Yes po, hindi na po makakarimit kasi magkano lang naman po ang ini-earn po ng every OFW. It's not a lot. And then, kung kukuhanan mo pa yun ng tithes plus offering, hindi na po enough. And then plus yung sustento mo sa pamilya mo, hindi mo na matatanggalan dun. Kasi on top of tithes and offering, marami pa po doong nakahiliran giving, from birthday ni pastor, from international meeting ng mga leaders, and all of those nakahilira from the whole year round. Hindi mo alam kung paano mo siya maano po, ma'am eh. And we just work onto that by faith. Kaya po may mga nagtitinda, may nagsusolicit, or kung ano-ano na lang po yung ginagawa namin to produce some money. Kasi kung
Money.
aasahan namin, hindi po talaga enough.
Money.
Enough. And then, we encourage to do that kasi po, ang promises po ni Pastor sa amin, if we dedicate ourselves during the time of month of blessings, it is equivalent of 10 years
Wow.
of blessings sa mga buhay namin.
10 years. Grabe.
Yes, Miss Renita. Tapusin nyo lang po itong part ng tanong natin.
Yeah po. Yan po ang pangako ni Pastor sa amin na pag magiging party po kami ng month of blessings, ang equivalent po ng aming makukuha from the Father is 10 years of blessings.
Wow.
Spiritually, physically, including
Makarma ka talaga niyan,
generations of our families.
Ginagamit mo ang Diyos
Sabi po niyan ng ganyan.
para
Kaya
sa
po,
money making.
ginagawa po namin ang lahat to cope up kung ano yung nilalagay sa shoulder namin na quota.
Okay.
Yan po.
Miss Renita, meron pa akong mga tanong sa inyo, pero isa na muna sa ngayon para lang makumpleto itong ideyang pinag-uusapan natin. Dahil friends, my colleague, Senator Robin, is requesting a minute suspension and the chair will grant that. Pero bago po niyan,
minute suspension.
Sa aking kasama dito sa Senado, Miss Renita, sinabi niyo rin po na dahil bawal mag-remit ng malalaking amounts, kanina po dun sa video nyo, ginagamit nila ang accounts ng iba para magpadala ng pera sa
Yan,
Davao.
pwede rin yan
Sinong
i-check
nagturo
ng Senado.
nito? Dahil kasi po, posibleng money laundering ito.
Department of
Ladies and
Foreign
gentlemen,
Affairs.
Kung sakali, KOJC may be held liable for money laundering.
Yes,
so,
that's money laundering.
Ng modus, Ms. Renita?
Well, I'm not really sure kung kanino po nanggaling, but ito po yung nagiging practice, ma'am, na kung sino po yung parang trusted na nila na person na matagalan na members or like worker spirit na po, yun po yung lalapitan po nila na makikisuyo na mag-send ng money through the remittance. Kasi ang pagkakaalam ko po dito, it's limit to 2,000 Singapore dollars per person in a day. Yan po yung pagkakaalam ko. But then, there's way much more money na sinisend. Not every day, but whenever they have money to send. So, yun po yung nangyayari po. Ginagamit po nila kami. And pwede ko rin po pong idagdag po yung there's one time during the COVID po na ginagamit po nila yung mga work permit ng mga members dito to loan money in certain loan companies.
Wow.
Para po doon sa aming mga goals. And ganun po, lahat po yun napupunta sa doon. Kasi, like I said, it's never-ending giving.
Never-ending giving.
Salamat, Ms. Renita. Hindi pa po tayo
Grabe.
tapos. May mga tanong pa po ang chair sa inyo at baka yung mga kasama ko dito sa komite. Pero ngayon pa lang, dun sa mga sagot nyo sa most recent na tanong ko, tingin ko sa susunod na pagdinig ng komite ay maimbita din namin yung Anti-Money Laundering Council.
Yan.
Dahil kung may
DFA.
fraud involved dito sa
Oo.
paggamit ng mga accounts and
NBI.
for possible money laundering. Pero wag po kayong aalis, Ms. Renita, ha? Meron pa pong mga tanong para sa inyo. Pero sa ngayon, salamat. Sa ngayon palang salamat. I'll get back to you po. So, on the request of Senator Robin, the chair calls for a 1-minute suspension of the hearing. Please stay around, dear friends. Salamat po.
Ano kaya yan 1-minute suspension? Ititigil niya yung hearing? So mga bago pa lang guys, the biggest development for the day and which was expected naman ay pinakaintay natin ito ay yung pag-issue ng ng ah, hindi na subpena kasi na binaliwala niya yung subpena. So nag-issue na cite in contempt na si Quiboloy at si committee chair ng Committee on Women and Children Welfare, si Senator Risa Ontiveros, will ask Senate President Miguel Zubiri to issue a warrant of arrest na kasi meron ng contempt. Kumbaga, parang yung na-contempt sila Selly, sila Badoy, pero nasa Senado, nasa Kongreso sila, o yung iba nasa Senado, ganon. So ito, wala naman ang presensya ni Quiboloy. So ang maglalabas na arrest warrant. At yun, another question, magsasign ba si Zubiri? Harangan ba ni Zubiri or patutulugan ba ni Zubiri? Talaga nakikita natin ang dami ng mga buti nandiyan si Senator Pimentel kasi mukhang gusto iharang ni Robin Padilla humingi ng 1-minute suspension. Pero before we proceed, in case matagal yan, we would just like to acknowledge yung mga sumali dito, si Simple Life, si Ronald Trinidad, si Dennis Staples, si Godi, si Magusala Cristituto, si Relly Asistio, si Bossing MRD, watching from Ontario, Canada. Isa rin to sa mga BAT team supporters. Of course, si Mel C, si Leah Monyon, si Rante Kobe, si Dolph Golfs, welcome back. Si Antonio Lunatic, okay. Si Honorable Alexander Glien, salamat. Fortunato Villanueva Jr. is in the house. Amelia Pajardo is here with us too. Si Magusala Cristituto, sabi niya Asian si Robin Excon, sabi niya. Asan si Robin Excon? Andyan na. Si Eugenio Katimbag, si Joey Hapal, si John Santilleses, si Eugenio Katimbang Jr., si Amelia Pajardo is watching, si Rolando Hogson has joined us, si Jerry Alipio, si John Santilleses, si Jerry Alipio again, Pasita Galit. Sorry guys, hindi ko na mabasa yung mga comments para ma-acknowledge na natin yung pangalan. Baka babalik na yung after sa 1 minute. So, si Boots Botka. At saka yung iba pa, like si Bituin Ginto, si Melcy, si George Vargas, si, marami pang iba. Joey Quinto, everyone. Thank you very much. So guys, present daw si Jetro Montero. Salamat. So guys, para update lang ay standby tayo because humingi si Robin ng 1-minute suspension. Ano kaya yun? Normally, sa experience ko sa Senate, meron kang motion na either kine-question mo yung otoridad ng Senado or meron development humingi ka na siya ng 1-minute suspension dahil magsasalita si Quiboloy online or andyan si Quiboloy. So tingnan natin we are gonna wait for that. Very unusual ito. In the middle of a hearing, humingi ka ng 1-minute suspension. Normally, humingi ka ng 1-minute suspension kung nagka-debate kayo sa isang issue or lalo na pertaining to the rules of the Senate or sa Congress, rules in Congress, and then ipapasagot yung rules experts sa Kongreso, yung mga staff nila to clear out sa committee kung ano ba yun conflict na yun sa rules or interpretation sa rules. Pero dito hindi natin alam kasi malalaman natin na ngayon, hintayin muna natin. So hopefully hindi matagal kasi hopefully hindi nagwala na si Robin Padilla doon. Nagwala. Ay. Talaga naman ng Pilipinas. Tama si George Baltasar. Wala nang pag-asa ang bansa natin. Puro ganito na lang. Ay, ay, ay. Sabi pa ni Melcy, kabila-kabila ang karma dahil sa mga gawain. Grabe, no? Panre-rape, pang-molestya, ngayon pati lahat, kinukuha na niya, lahat. Dito rin si Boots Botka. Yon. Si Magusalak Cristituto again. Fortunato Villanueva. Si Bituin Quinto. Sabi niyo, matindi itong si Quiboloy. Pagdating sa kwarta, ganit na manyak pa ang peking pastor na ito. Oo nga, tama. Wala na ako nakita na ibang kulto na ganito. Sobra na, kukunin na lahat. Kukunin na yung virginity ng ng anak mo. Kukunin pa lahat ng propriedad mo, pati sweldo, lahat. Si Jovita Aquino, si Fortunato Villanueva is with us also, si Rino Rivera, si Aisaku Aoki, si Nedy Pederigan, si Maria Jane Baranda. Sabi ni George Vargas, ang problema sa Pilipinas ay hindi kahirapan, kundi katangahan, lalo na ng mga panatikong tanga. Kaya nga, George, that is also your responsibility to share this blog and to ask your friends and relatives here in the Philippines to subscribe to the Vlogcaster channel kasi dito, di ba, ang tagal na natin hinikayat yung mga miyembro ni Quiboloy na gumising na kayo. Ha? Pabayaan nyo na yan, son of the devil na yan. Hindi naman yan, kung hindi naman son of God, kanino ba naman son yan? So, at sabi natin, marami na umaalis, pero kulang pa. Meron pa rin mga ngayon daw, may rally daw, according to Arlene Stone, may rally daw in support of Quiboloy. Sa Davao naman. So, hindi kaya mayroong magpapabomba dyan sa rally, baka sa i-blame yung Marcos administration para malihis ang issue. Huwag sana. Naalala lang natin yung isang tao dyan o ilang tao dyan na mahilig mambomba. Bomb me para mawala yung issue sa kanila. Kaya may point ka, George. May point ka talaga. Ganyan talaga ang kwan natin, advocacy natin. Si Bagaban 007, salamat. Si Noli Canlas, si Denise Staples, si Mel C. again, si Ihin Florendo, si George Rizal, si Ricardo Francisco, sino pa ba? Si Floro Sulce. Red Comet is with us. Sabi niya, SMI Trolls, nagbayaran mag-rally. Tama. Si Vilma Salarga is also with us. Si Fortunato Villanueva Jr., John Centilleses, Ben Hover, George Rizal, Linda Walton, Raimundo Rebucas is also here. Si George Rizal, sabi niya wala pa si Robin. Dito na, naghingi ng 1-minute suspension. Si Leti Peralta, si Jovito Aquino, si Bituin Quinto at si Ruby's Channel, Enrico Aguirre, and many more. So guys, hanggang dito lang siguro muna tayo. Mukhang matagal pa ang debate nila. Anyway, we will be vlogging about that kasi alam ko naman, nakikita namin sa stats ng bad team, usually 5 to 10 minutes lang ang kahabaan pinapanood yung mga subscribers natin. So hindi talaga, kaya kung nakikita nyo, chop natin ang issue. That is easy for you and easy for me to explain rin. Kasi chop natin yung issues according to topics. So kumbaga small bites lang na mas napapansin namin, mas gusto nyo yun. Kaysa yung mahaba-haba ng vlog na later on marami nang umaalis kasi ganun talaga yung pattern talaga of habit of watching is average of 4 to
There
8
is
minutes. O sige,
there is
buti
an
bumalik na.
objection
Buti
to
mo.
my ruling, to the chair's ruling, holding Apollo Quiboloy in contempt. So I
Object,
recognize
inobject.
Senator Robin Hood.
Inobject, alay.
Maraming salamat po, Ginang Tagapangulo. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Ginagamit mo pang Islam for your to quanto you're destroying Islam by using the name of Allah to defend a rapist.
Lalo na po sa ating ginang na tagapangulo.
Shame on you.
Pagpaumanhin niyo po ninyo, aking pong tinututulan.
Yan, debate na to.
Siya na ma-contempt si Pastor Quiboloy.
Debate na to.
With all due respect.
Yun lang.
Well noted po ng
Noted
chair.
lang.
Objection
Noted
ni
lang.
Sen. Robin sa
Baga okay.
ruling ng chair holding Pastor Quiboloy.
Hindi na siya
in
diniscuss
contempt.
ni
Meron naman po
siya namang
tayong
chairman.
gabay mula sa ating rules.
Yan, nilecturan.
Section 18. Ito
Nilecturan.
po yung rules of procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation.
Nilecturan.
So yung section 18 po tungkol sa contempt, nakalagay po doon, a majority of all the members of the committee may, however, reverse or modify the aforesaid order of contempt within 7 days. So,
Yun.
well noted. Sukran.
Sana hindi
Maraming salamat
ma-overturn.
po,
No?
Ginang
Sabi ko na sa
Tagapangulo.
inyo, tama talaga tayo.
Gusto ko lang
Question ng
pong
rule.
mga panauhin natin.
Ang
At
ni-raise ni
mga
Robin.
sumusubaybay po sa mga ganap na
At
ito.
nakatikim ng lecture
Ang ating
kay
mga
Hontiveros.
kadahilanan para humingi ng una ng pagpapakumbaba at
Umiiyak na, oh.
ng pag-object.
O, dinadaan na sa pag-iyak.
Napag-usapan po namin ito ng mahal na senadora na aking pong ginagalang, sinasaladuhan at palagi ang nagpupugay sa kanyang mga ipinaglalaban.
Hindi, kinukontra mo lahat.
Ako po ay nagpapasalamat muli sa inyo.
Andun ka sa
mahal na
kabila.
Ginang Tagapangulo sa pagtanggap po ng aking objection. Maraming salamat po. At sa 7 araw po.
O,
May
gagala.
7 araw po ang majority
Ilan
of the
po?
members of the committee
Majority.
Opo, na gawing formal itong pag-object sa ruling ng chair.
Wala, baka
holding
meron na
Pastor
sa
Quiboloy
signature
in
ng
contempt.
ibang
Pag
committee
sinabi
members.
po ba, Ginang Tagapangulo, ito po ba yung
Hala,
membro natin?
baka may signature na yung
Tama
mga
po,
miyembro.
Sen. Robin, ito po yung
7
majority of the members of the committee.
Baka
on-
meron na signature siya.
Yun lang pong members lang po, no? Malinaw po, no? Hindi po kasama yung mga leaders. Ito, bali 6 pa po.
6 pa.
Ang nakalagay po sa section 18, contempt, ay a majority of all the members
Majority.
of the committee.
Okay po. Maraming salamat po ulit.
Akala ko meron
Maraming
na siya.
salamat po.
Signature na.
Afwan, Sen. Robin.
O, gagalaw
So,
na sila.
Miss Renita,
Labas na ng pera.
online pa po kayo.
Maglalabas na ng
Yes,
pera para bayaran yung mga
Okay,
ibang
salamat,
senator.
Miss Renita, at sa paghintay din po ninyo sa amin. So, pagpatuloy ko lamang po yung mga tanong ko sa inyo batay sa inyong video testimony nung una. Yung tanong ko po tungkol sa mga kapwa OFW nyo na hindi nakakaramit sa pamilya nila dahil kinukuha ni Quiboloy, yung mga epekto nito sa mga pamilya, pati po sa mga pamilya na hindi naman miyembro ng KOJC. Tama po ba yon?
Hindi ka naman mga konsensya, Robin, sa narinig mo.
Pag nag-worker ka po, tapos yung family mo is non-member, it really reflects niya, yung relationship talaga inasisira po. Kasi yung inaasahan na nagtatrabaho dito,
Oo, syempre.
na
Yes,
dapat
Renita.
magpadala,
Umalis
yun
na eh.
po, hindi
Ginawa
na
lang
po
yung kwan niya, yung
nakakapagpadala.
mission niya para kay
So,
Quiboloy.
mangyari po,
Umalis na.
hindi
Grabe.
nagkakaroon po ng
As a-
differential yung mga relationships between
As
the
a
family.
man
But
married to a Muslim,
parang
nahiya
hindi
ako.
namin po yung inaano na it's
Huwag
a
na
big
natin
deal
iboto
kasi
ito.
spiritually,
Sa 2028.
yun ang sa amin yung pastor na your real family is not your biological.
Kaya
it's
kailangan
your
talagang
kingdom
magkwan
family
tayo.
that you really have to focus on kasi
Magsama-sama.
later on you will be rewarded as a faithful daughter of the Father.
Okay guys, sorry pero we have to end this na muna. Anyway, me and my team will continue to watch yung hearing and we will continue to give feedback kung ano man ang nangyari. We will monitor it as we are doing now. Pero we will do it by topic, ha? Tulad ng ginawa natin last time and many of you watch it. Mas okay pa kaysa yung mahaba-haba hearing na paulit-ulit na lang yung kwan. So, hanggang dito lang muna tayo. Thank you very much for everyone who watch. Umabol si DTSD, mucho imas gracias, si Tolitz Cordial, si Girly Sumanghit, and many others for joining me in this vlog. So, see you guys in my next vlog and we'll be keeping watch on this issue and we will be giving you more updates on this issue. Mucho imas gracias a todos and tuloy ang laban for the victims of Quiboloy.